started actually was pretty much subliminal seduction, watching televisions, wanting to be, you know, like fantasizing, wanting to be something, you know. And I used to watch Alexander Monday, so I wanted to be a thief.
Let me get this straight, Noah. You want me to steal?
For Uncle Sam, you understand. As long as you keep stealing, you stay out of jail. Ironic, isn't it?
Kind of got started in cars with my first girlfriend's brother. And he was just like, you can't be hanging around my sister. And that was exactly the first time I stole a car. It was a '66 Mustang right in front of a party. The party was across the street and we were over here still in the car. Well, you know, that kid gave me nerve right there, you know. And that's pretty much how I got started, you know, hanging around someone else that had been doing this already. And I just wanted to make money. You know, I mean, I've been to prison 4 times, but the reason I feel that I was a professional, because in the 4 times I've been to prison, I haven't done 6 years out of my life. I would say that's professional. Somebody that goes to prison, do 10 years here, get out 2 or 3 years, go back, do 5 years, get out a year, go back, do another 3 years. They're in the wrong profession. They're not professionals, they're institutionalized, you know. And some people just get hung up and go into prison. I'm not hung up on prison, you know, and I'm not hung up on getting caught. So I figured that if you don't want to get caught doing something you have no business doing, you need to look like you're supposed to be there, you know. So I just more or less, it was like playing a part. It was like role playing, you know. And if I was going to be professional, if I was going to be up in Beverly Hills stealing cars, I had to look like I lived in Beverly Hills. Wilshire area, I did that. La Brea area had too many blacks. It's dangerous stealing from black people, rich or poor.
Why?
And that's just the truth. Because black people react differently. Blacks and Hispanics react differently when you're stealing their stuff. You know, if they catch you, you're going to have a problem. White people tend to throw rocks at you and scream and holler and, "That's my car, get out of it." That kind of stuff, you know, because it's a, you know, it's just it's different for them. You know, they, you know, I got insurance and I don't want to be bothered with, you know, more or less. But it's different. You know, it was easier up there. Well, I would say the biggest obstacle you really have to face is pretty much our boys in blue, for one thing, you know. And I don't want to get it twisted. I respect police officers. I have police officers in my family. My son-in-law is a hired patrolman. They have a job to do. And my job is to get away. And that's why I was always sober when I stole cars. And the only time I ever got busted was getting rid of a car. And the 4 times I got busted getting rid of a car, I was high. You know, I was coming down. I shouldn't have did it. One night my buddy called me and said, "We gotta get this car out this garage. I'm in a motel with one of my baby's mothers." And I said, "Baby, I'll be right back." I still ain't seen her no more. Because I went to jail. I went to jail that night. Because me and him was pushing the car out the garage and we're on the back street and wow. 1 time out of 100, here are the police on a back street like 4 o'clock in the morning giving somebody a ticket. And they see a stripped car pass by being pushed by a truck. They're like, "Oh, bye." It came right after us. And that was the night they sicked the dog on me. After they found me, it took them a couple of hours to find me. It took them about 2 hours to find me. So once they found me, the dog grabbed me by my hand gently and pulled me from under the bench, you know. I came out with the dog, you know, and they pulled me from under the bench. The dog sat down beside me, and the police officers searched me and everything. And, well, life is as it is. It was like 4 white police officers and 1 black one. So they searched me, no weapons, and they told me, you ever been to service? I said, no. He said, you know what parade rest is? I said, yeah. And he said, stand at parade rest. And I stood at parade rest with my hands behind my back. And then he said, sicking Bowser. He sicked the dog on me. So, never panic. Don't stop thinking. The dog, Bowser, have the marks too. Bowser bit me down here. Bit me in my leg first. Bit me right here. And I'm looking at him, and he bit me again. I'm telling him, get your dog off me. He bit me right there again, and he was getting ready to go for my groins next, and I just bent over. I bent over and put my elbow like that. He bit me back here. When he bit me back here, I grabbed his choke chain, and I twisted, and I grabbed his body this way, and I slung him around on my lap, and I sat on my ass, and I just, I was killing Bowser. And the police officer said, let my dog go else I'm gonna shoot you. I told him, start shooting. Your dog's trying to bite my balls. You know, I'm gonna kill him. And so, you know, I'm choking this dog, and he said, let the dog go. I said, call the dog off. So he called the dog off. He said, heel Bowser, and Bowser just like went limp. Well, I'm still choking him. He said, let him go. I said, okay, I'm gonna let him go. When I let Bowser go, Bowser was gone. Bowser ran out that backyard into the front, and I think he slammed the police car door behind him. And then they had the black officer to take me to the hospital. And when I got to the hospital, I was crying. You know, he said, what you crying about, brother? You okay? I told him, I said, I'm crying because I never in my life have experienced racism to this height. This one thing about it. When I say it's your job to catch me to a police officer, that's what I mean. And when he catches me, I cooperate. He wasn't supposed to sick that dog on me. He was not supposed to do that. And you know, the officers told me, the black officer told me, he said, well, you okay, man? Because it just hurt me to my heart that bad, you know, that this dude would just sick this dog on me. And so, you know, I stopped crying and we were talking and stuff. He said, you fucked Bowser up. I said, yeah, I know. We laughed about that. We had a good laugh about me fucking Bowser up. But, yeah.